financially mostly, from what I see. 'Cause, it's all about everyone wants to be a big shot, but they gotta pay the price.
How about Manny Pacquiao? Would you ever want to fight with Manny Pacquiao?
No, I think this is impossible. Too small. Manny's too small.
Manny's too small. Okay, I get it.
You don't think? Let me ask you though. You don't think Pacquiao has a shot against
No.
Barrios?
No,
Not at all.
no. He's past his prime. No. Last time we seen him in there with
He has issued a dire warning to another icon as the debate surrounding fellow hero Mike Tyson heats up. Pacquiao, Manny. As the 46-year-old Filipino champions return to the ring, fans are ecstatic at the prospect of witnessing Pacquiao don his gloves once more. The former heavyweight champion cautioned Pacquiao and the boxing world that boxing isn't a game for elderly men and that the sport is brutal, especially for senior athletes. Tyson expressed his concerns without holding back. Pacquiao was warned by Tyson to consider the risks of going back at such a physically demanding age.
time we seen him in there with he got beat to sleep with
By Uga.
Ugas. And we seen what Barrios did to Ugas. And I never thought Ugas would have never beat Pacquiao in his prime.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So it's just he's not that guy anymore.
Yeah. No, I get it. And nobody knows about no longer being in their prime more than me and Indignant Behavior Gary.
Hey, you ain't lying about that. Man, my back hurting right now.
Pacquiao has received considerable acclaim for his successful boxing career, especially from renowned legend Mike Tyson. In a 2015 interview, Tyson emphasized Pacquiao's constant motion, highlighting his constant movement and aggression as crucial, elements that could challenge any opponent, including Floyd Mayweather, beyond technical admiration. Tyson has continuously praised Pacquiao's relentless fighting style and incredible accomplishments in the ring. At the launch of Tyson's boxing gym, Tyson showed his admiration for Pacquiao's personality and achievements to the sport. Tyson told Pacquiao, "You have done the Philippines proud, and you have done the sport of boxing proud," during a poignant moment the two had. Pacquiao replied to this by calling Tyson his older brother.
Out of the big-time fighters now,
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter. And you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter. Name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I didn't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
They don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rios.
In other words,
that man don't make those moves like the guy.
See, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Rios can get a punch off.
Right. And you like aggressive action fighters.
Aggressive in action, yes, that was awesome. And throws a lot of punches. He threw a lot of active, masterful boxing, punching like Willie Pepper. Yes.
The journey of Manny Pacquiao from General Santos City's streets to his early love for Mike Tyson had a big impact on his rise to fame as a boxer worldwide. Pacquiao was enthralled by Tyson's supremacy in the ring in the 1980s, and his uncle, Sardo Mejia, was crucial in helping him by renting videotapes of Tyson's bouts, which Pacquiao would watch over and over again to observe his intensity and style. Due to his early exposure to Tyson's fighting style, Pacquiao developed a strong love for boxing and a drive to match his idol's skill. Pacquiao has publicly declared Tyson to be his favorite boxer, citing Tyson's 1990 bouts as the catalyst. He pursued boxing out of respect for one another between the two icons was clear when Pacquiao went to Tyson's boxing gym, and Tyson said, "You have done the Philippines proud, and you have done the sport of boxing proud." Pacquiao replied, "You have done the Philippines proud, and you have done the sport of boxing proud." Their relationship was based on mutual respect and similar experiences, demonstrates the significant influence Tyson had on Pacquiao's career. From watching his bouts as a young fighter to sharing intimate moments with fellow luminaries. Pacquiao's admiration for Tyson highlights the value of inspiration and mentoring in the boxing community. Pacquiao's choice to compete for a WBC welterweight title after returning to professional boxing. Despite his legendary status and prior accomplishments, many boxing professionals and fans are extremely concerned about Pacquiao's health. Former rival and now retired boxer Shawn Porter expressed his concerns, pointing out that Pacquiao's conditioning and reflexes have deteriorated during a recent exhibition match against Rukia Ampo. Porter also highlighted that Pacquiao's current training regimen doesn't match his previous standards, making a bout against a younger active champion like Barrios especially risky.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Manny, no. Love you, but no.
Yeah, but Manny's got that foot speed though, and the hand speed, in and out. Manny does, you know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know now. He's kind of old now. But,
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. So I don't know about that, Manny. But
yeah, I don't. I honestly, I don't have a problem with the country's pros being at the Olympic. I don't, because it doesn't matter. It's like we're gonna do our best, and in my mind, we're gonna beat you, and I don't care.
Damn. Okay. Well, damn. All right.
Adding renowned promoter Bob Arum to the chorus of worry, he out that the accumulated harm from years of fighting could have a permanent impact on Pacquiao's health, and compared his circumstances to those of Muhammad Ali, who experienced chronic health problems after fighting past his peak. Although the WBC has cleared Pacquiao for the title fight, citing his successful medical examinations, the general sentiment in the boxing community is one of concern, particularly after seeing his struggles in the exhibition match against Inoue. Many took to social media to urge him to reconsider his comeback out of fear of possible brain damage and a tarnished legacy as Pacquiao gets ready to make a comeback. The argument over whether or not his choice was wise and what the possible repercussions might be rages on.
Here we are with the Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum. Bob, how did Muhammad Ali's gala turn out?
Sensational, beyond expectation. Everybody had an unbelievable time. The entertainment was great. Everything was sensational.
How can you compare promoting Muhammad Ali's fight to promoting Manny Pacquiao fight?
Well, I was a lot younger then.
A lot younger.
In a recent candid interview, Khan expressed his concerns about Manny Pacquiao's planned return to the boxing ring at the age of 46. While he respects Pacquiao's legendary status and accomplishments, Khan also expressed concerns about the risks involved in such a high-stakes comeback at this point in Pacquiao's life and career. Khan stated, "Manny is a legend, no doubt about that, but boxing is a young man's sport at 46. Your reflexes, recovery time, and overall durability just aren't the same. I'd hate to see someone like him get hurt because he's pushing his body beyond its limit." Although Pacquiao still appears impressive in training footage, Khan underlined that there is a difference between surviving 12 rounds against a hungry younger opponent like Mario Barrios and looking nice in the gym.
Get thunder. If you can get someone like a Turkey Sheikh on board, then why not?
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made that.
Yeah.
I mean, surely.
You do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base, and all around the world really, and then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well, so I think it will definitely sell, and people would like to see, you know, when people make comebacks, I mean, people always like to see them, see how the fight's going to be, and me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4. Foreman, the late George Foreman, you know, he was a great champion, and he came back, I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and, you know, God forbid you get hurt.
Khan also used the time to consider his own close call with Pacquiao. In what would have been a huge bout between the two celebrities, Khan said the fight didn't go through because of a number of financial and contractual issues. He disclosed that middlemen and unmet investor promises hindered negotiations, especially with regard to a planned fight in the United Arab Emirates. According to Khan, Bob Arum claimed that the investors in Dubai and other UAE locations were unable to come up with the money and required further time, which finally resulted in the match's collapse despite these hurdles. Khan has stated that if the conditions are correct, he is still open to the notion of meeting Pacquiao, that the return would only be made for, "I'm 90% done from the sport anyways. I don't have the love for boxing anymore to motivate myself. It would only have to be Manny or Floyd Mayweather," Khan said, emphasizing that he is financially secure and lacks the passion for boxing unless it's for a significant bout. Khan also mentioned famous fights against elite opponents like Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather. On his podcast, Hot Boxing, Mike Tyson has already made the audacious claim that Naoya Inoue is more skilled than Manny Pacquiao. Inoue was characterized by Tyson as a nasty and cruel son, highlighting his powerful, "He is a mean son of a he don't look like much, but he's better than Manny Pacquiao," he said when he entered the ring. While Pacquiao's accomplishments, which include titles in 8-weight divisions, are monumental, Inoue, also known as the Monster, has an impeccable record, having won world titles in 4 weight classes and becoming the undisputed champion in both the bantamweight and super bantamweight divisions. His technical skill and 90% knockout rate further demonstrate his dominance in the sport. Tyson's analogy draws attention to Inoue's flawless record and disciplined fighting technique. This viewpoint contributes to the continuing discussion on the best pound-for-pound fighters in history.
That's wild. Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fellow.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but he was like 108.
Boxing?
The mean son of a. Oh yeah, you gotta see this bad mouth. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. Just as good.
He looks like a fucking pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. The monk.
At 46, Pacquiao is about to make an incredible comeback to the boxing ring. BC President Mauricio Suleiman has confirmed that Pacquiao will face current WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025, nearly 4 years after his last professional fight. This comeback is made possible by WBC rules that allow former champions to compete for titles after coming out of retirement. This rule was previously applied to legends like Sugar Ray Leonard. The fight's official announcement is pending Pacquiao's completion of his Senate campaign in the Philippines, which ends on May 12th, but reports show that the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas has been reserved by Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions for July 19th, indicating that this is the most likely date and location for the event, increasing the significance of this time frame. In June 2025, Pacquiao will be admitted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, joining Michael Nunn and Vinnie Paw as fellow honorees in the men's modern division. "I am so happy that I have been selected to enter the International Boxing Hall of Fame," Pacquiao said in appreciation, adding, "This is definitely a wonderful Christmas gift." Pacquiao's most recent triumph came in 2019 when he defeated Keith Thurman. His 46-year-old comeback is comparable to boxing legends Bernard Hopkins and George Foreman's late career comebacks. Some in the boxing industry have voiced worries about the hazards of Pacquiao returning to the ring at his age, while his manager Sean Gibbons has compared him to these historical figures, calling him a modern-day fighter. Pacquiao's tenacity and illustrious career never cease to enthrall fans everywhere. His fight against Barrios not only adds an exciting chapter to the sport's lengthy history, but it also represents a pivotal point in his personal journey. Mario Barrios is taking his fight against Manny Pacquiao very seriously, understanding how important it is of going up against a legendary boxer under the direction of renowned trainer Virgil Hunter. The focus of Barrios' preparation is on timed endurance and strategically taking advantage of any possible ring rust. After almost 4 years away from professional competition, Pacquiao may show signs of improvement. Hunter has been crucial in helping Barrios hone his skills, especially in improving his jab footwork and defensive strategies to increase his reach and leverage in the ring. Barrios' most recent title defense, which took place in November 2024, against Abel Ramos, is evidence of his versatility and tenacity. After the encounter at AT&T Stadium ended in a split draw, Barrios was able to keep his WBC welterweight title. The bout featured fierce exchanges, with both competitors knocking out Ramos in the 6th round and Barrios in the 2nd, despite hardship. As Barrios gets ready to take on Pacquiao, he stays committed to giving a performance that respects the significance of the occasion, acknowledging Pacquiao's legendary career and the difficulties presented by his experience. Barrios showed his ability to change tactics mid-fight, showcasing his skill and determination. Barrios and his crew are dedicated to a rigorous preparation schedule meant to guarantee victory and establish his standing in the welterweight class.
What do you think about Mario Barrios?
What I'm saying is his mentality is what I love. This guy came out of losing to Tank Davis, goes up to 147, fight Keith one time Thurman, lose to him and fight Ugas?
Yeah.
Boy, that's like Sean Porter just taking him on, bro. I think if you're a boxing fan, you love that shit, man. Yeah. And not everybody's perfect. People lose in life. So when you look at this guy come off 2 losses and then take on somebody like Ugas and win,
yeah,
man, come on, man.
And win?
You gotta feel that, bro.
Within the boxing community, the fight between Manny and Mario has sparked a lot of conversation that has generated both support and worry. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has strongly endorsed the fight, highlighting Pacquiao's legendary reputation and the history of successful comebacks by previous champions. Sultan said, "I do like the idea very much. I think Manny Pacquiao can beat any fighter or can be competitive with any fighter today. This support demonstrates the WBC's readiness to approve the bout in light of Pacquiao's timeless appeal and spirit of competition." Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, also sees the bout as a good chance for him. Manny Gibbons highlighted that Barrios' style could complement Pacquiao's strengths, indicating that the matchup is both competitive and advantageous. For the veteran boxer, the WBC has cleared Pacquiao for the title fight, citing his successful medical examinations. Gibbons described Barrios as the ideal opponent for Pacquiao, stating that it's a 50-50 fight, but a very winnable fight for Pacquiao. The boxing community's general attitude is one of caution as Pacquiao gets ready to make a comeback. Discussions over whether his choice was wise and what the possible repercussions would be are still going strong.
Of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are 2 of the best fighters we've ever seen, and they're both...
The conflict between 2 boxing extremes has gone beyond national borders. Imagine a normal boxing bout representing a complex web of age dynamics and cultural importance. This fight is more than just a sporting event. It's a testament to Pacquiao's legacy and the aspirations of his fellow countrymen, while Mario Barrios represents the aspirations of a new generation of Filipinos. Pacquiao, a revered figure in the Philippines, has long been a symbol of national pride and tenacity. His return to the ring has sparked passionate celebrations across the country, with public gatherings and widespread media coverage reflecting his enduring impact on Filipino identity. American boxers from the San Antonio, Texas, Generation Mexican. American ancestry Barrios has received backing from the larger Latino community as well as his local neighborhood. Fans find resonance in his ascent through the boxing ranks because they perceive in him a reflection of their own aspirations and cultural background. The fight's setting in Las Vegas, a city known for high-stakes boxing, adds even more significance as the two competitors get ready to battle. The fight represents a larger story of legacy, ambition, and cultural pride at this nexus of youth tradition and innovation and experience. The Pacquiao-Barrios bout is seen as a pivotal moment in boxing, history that exemplifies how the sport can bring disparate groups together via a spirit of competition and shared passion.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion, Manny's first belt ever, many years ago.
Do you think Barrios' youth and momentum will give him the advantage, or do you think Pacquiao's experience will win out? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.